The defender. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Third and 2, now Haskins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now, Ryan, complete to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. This is caught by Robinson. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up second down. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Third down, here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 25. We want this.
Hey, check. 58.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They toss to Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down, ready, 280.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On second and 11 now. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check.
Mike 51, Mike.
Hey, express. Check. Get out.
Now it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Geis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
45.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Haskins, and that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety. Check safety. 36. 36.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
58. 51. Hey, 59, ready. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Haskins from his own end zone. It's brought in by Jeffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Alshon Jeffrey, 98 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Alshon Jeffrey. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Redskins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Good job.
Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
54, stop.
There you go. 49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
I'm coming for you, Mom.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Hey, South.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matthew Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this... And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
22. Watch the twist.
Now it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
First and 10 at the 38 line.
Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
Tuesday. Back.
Ryan. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Now second and 10.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Ready. Like 25.
Watch the pass. Kill.
Hey, turn it up.
He's coming.
Like 25 tonight.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Third down here.
Third down and 11.
Come on, set. 54 Mike. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm on. Gun.
Here's Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hauschka with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 30. Yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's go one more.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, hut, 6 yards. 54, right, 54.
On the draw. They go to Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down.
Let's go now. 3 on the roof. 3 guard. Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right.
On first down, this is Geis. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Watch the slant. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Dillon. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Touchdown, defense.
Out of the gun, Geis. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He got 29 yards that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Squeeze.
They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Eric Saubert, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons cut into that lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Haskins on first down. 20! It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I know you feel that. Let's
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Geis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 50, check 50.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
Go out.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
21. Switch.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 45. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now a run with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.